Hey, guess where I just came from? The fucking hospital. This hospital, So I have just ventured my way from the hospital, hence the like messy ass hair. So in the summer when I was gone for a while and in the hospital prior to, I had doctor's orders to not burn too many calories and to not move too much, basically. So no like sports or anything. I was to remain still all the time. So after that, my muscles were just kind of like, oh hey, cool Sydney, guess you don't need us. So they decided to shut down and just not work anymore. So I woke up Tuesday and I'm like, oh, I can't walk anymore. Oh, I moved my arm and it cracks. Oh, no one touched me. Ow, that really fucking hurts. We ended up going to Emerge. And I got admitted into the hospital for a few days because I couldn't take my blood pressure, like, you know, with the band thing. I couldn't have my blood pressure taken without crying. The doctors got really mad at me. Oh my god, someone's home. Hello? Hi. Hi, welcome home. I don't want him to know I'm making a video. What do I do? Do I just keep talking? It sounds like, oh, he's gonna think I'm crazy. So basically I was in the hospital for about two or 3 days. I think 3 days, yeah. Like not too terribly long, but just long enough for me to get really fucking pissed, and I'm tired of the place. I've been there so often and I'm done with it. So I get put into the hospital and I get my room and everything, and we get settled in and we're like, okay, this is nice, the doctors are nice, I guess I can handle this for a few days. Now then, I was already upset that I was gonna be missing a bunch more school. I got kicked out of a director scene for this. Like, I missed out on so much for being gone for 3 days, and I suppose I was kind of coping with that. But then they bring in a new patient because I have a roommate. First of all, okay, so my dad pays extra to have like this plan where it's like, we are supposed to be able to have private rooms because we pay a lot of extra money. But apparently hospitals don't have private rooms anymore, they only have semi-private rooms. I get this new patient comes in, I'm like, okay, cool, well she must be having a difficult time, that's okay. And I see it, I'm like, oh, she's like 6. That was my first clue. So later a bunch of doctors were coming in to talk to her, and it's fine. It's like 10 o'clock and I'm tired, but I understand that she has to get all of this done. So doctors are asking her questions and things, and her mom is answering these questions, and we find out that she has a behavioral problem / insomnia. So I take my sleeping meds at this point because I'm like, okay, I'm done with this, I just want to like pass out and go to bed. So I go to bed, and about a half hour later, I wake up to the sound of this girl screaming at the top of her lungs, saying, I want to watch That's So Raven! No, I want to right now! Mom, why won't you listen to me? Mom! Mom! And so I'm there, I'm just like, someone, like, just give the girl, like, That's So Raven on an iPod or something. No, instead they decided to bring in, like, this giant-ass TV. So they bring in this giant-ass TV, and she is blasting That's So Raven. So I'm like trying to go to bed, like taking all that possible Advil that I can. So I'm there lying on my bed with the curtain drawn on the side. And all I hear is, That's So Raven, it's the future I can see. That's so Raven. She watched episode after episode. This was all night through. Like, literally from the moment she got there to 9 a.m. when her mom is finally like, sweetie, there's another girl in the other half of the room. Try and let her sleep. I'm like, nope, it's okay, I'm awake now. Thanks, though. My mom and her are there, and we're just kind of like, we don't want to complain because she's really little, and I feel bad. After about 2 days of this, my mom finally got fed up and was just like, okay, you know what? No, we're done. So, ow. Oh, that hurt. Oh, my shoulders. So she goes to one of the nurses and like, excuse me, could you maybe ask the girl that we're sharing the room, could you maybe ask her to maybe like... Oh, the nurse is like, oh yeah, no, we understand. So Like 5 minutes later, I'm sitting in my bed because I can't move at this point, so I'm just like, I wonder what's going on. So the nurse walks in and sees the girl and is just like, sweetie, could you maybe turn down the sound a little bit? We have some headphones that you could use if you like. And she's like, am I not allowed to do this? And so she's 6, so I'm like, no, it's fine, sweetie, go ahead. And she's like, oh, okay, thank you. And then she just goes back to like blasting it. I'm just like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. Later, more nurses come in to take some blood and do tests for her, and she is screaming, be like, it's okay, and all you hear are the nurses talking to her like, guess what? It's gonna be okay, and then we can watch all of that So Raven that you want. Ow, I keep hitting myself. Basically, after a lot of complaining on my mom's part, thank you, Mom, we get switched to another room that's like across the unit, across the ward from this girl. And so we get moved to that new room, and I don't have a roommate anymore, and it's like, it's quiet, and I can rest, and it was beautiful. And maybe like 5 minutes into the stay, all you hear is this girl screaming, still across the ward, but you can just hear her screaming at the top of her lungs. It was ridiculous. Like, I hope with all my heart that that girl gets better, and that she gets out of the hospital, and that they find out what's wrong with her. Like, I understand that it sucks being in the hospital, but I guess just after a while it's just kind of like, oh. So, I was in the hospital since Tuesday, and it is now Thursday, so yeah, it's 3 days. I got out maybe like an hour or so ago, and today was Matt's birthday. He is 16. Slut year. He's 16 now. And so, like, good for him, and I got him his gift, and he opened it. He visited me during the lunch period, and we just sat in my, like, hospital bed together, and we, like, raised the back of it so it was, like, bed. So we were, like, sitting like that, and it was good, and we watched the Comedy Network, but he couldn't stay there for very long. So I think that absolutely sucks, that he had to be in the hospital for his birthday. Like he wasn't in the hospital, but he felt the need to come and visit me, and I just felt so bad. He liked his gift though, so it was okay. It was a pretty good gift. Anyway, yeah, no, so I'm out now, and that's what matters, and I will get better. I have like a million things planned in terms of like physiotherapy and yoga and everything, because my muscles will work, I will walk, I will be back in the drama program at school, and I will not share rooms with any screaming children anymore.
Yep, that's me.